Hello and welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I am looking at the 65th issue of a Ferrari Collection. Now, this is the F430. Have an absolutely awesome 143 scale die-cast car here to go with it. Take a closer look at that towards the end. I'm going to go through the magazine and show what came in this issue. Won't be reading everything in detail, just a brief overview. You can pause the video to have a look if you need to. So, inside this issue, the drivers, page 3 to 7 is the unique talent of John Surtees. Production model is the F430, which is the one I'm talking about here. Competition model in this issue is the 4-cylinder success of the 860 Monza, and the poster is of the same car that we have the die-cast for. So, a story about John Surtees. I'm not going to read through that. It's quite a long time ago, was it? Pictured in 1965, yep. It's a lot of first and seconds there. At least 1/3. Definitely not going to stick with that. I want to keep this nice and brief. All about the F430. So the F430 was the final stage of the evolution of a generation of Ferrari Berlinettas, featuring a mid-mounted V8 engine. It was designed with the help of Maranello's racing department, where the Marquis Formula One single-seaters are developed. It's a good-looking car. I do like these ones. Attention to the aerodynamic detail. Yep. Introducing rear lenses. The traditional Ferrari rear light clusters were given a makeover in the style that had already been used on the Enzo model. It gave the rear end of the F430 a very distinctive personality. Yeah, good looking car. Got a poster. I haven't taken my poster out. On the other side is the car as well. If you take it out, then you can actually read the article from one side of the page to the other. Rear diffuser, that's a really nice looking rear end on that. Brand identity, the slender radiator grille in the middle of the tail panel between the two light clusters was inspired in a design feature already used on the Enzo. Yep. It became a distinctive trademark of all the latest generation Ferrari models. Hey, if it's working, why not? Race bred technology. So the engine is a rear longitudinal 90-degree V8, 4.308 cc, 490 brake horsepower at 8,500 RPM, 6-speed, max speed of 315 kilometers an hour, 196 miles per hour. Now, is that a green one? The extensive use of electronics to regulate the various functions in the power unit, control of a differential and the adjustment of suspension and brakes contributed to this model becoming Ferrari's top of the range Grand Tourer. Yeah, does look really nice. Alright, moving on. The competition model, 4-cylinder success. World Championship title won by Ferrari's 500 F2 in 1952 and 53 were a tribute to the versatility performance of Aurelio Lampredi's plural 4-cylinder twin camshaft engine. The unit was also used for sports cars, notably the 860 Monza. That's what we've got here. Very similar to the day of the D-type Jag, and what else was sitting like that? I'm not sure. Good looking car though. So front longitudinal 4-cylinder, 3.4 and a bit litre, 280 brake horsepower with a top speed of 260 or 162 mile an hour. Yeah. A bunch of first and seconds on 956 honours and podiums. Yeah, cool. Next issue, the 512M model. This is a great little car. In the wake of the 312 model, a disappointing showing in the 1969 World Sports Car Championship, Ferrari entered the new car for the following season, 512S. So we'll have a look at that in the next issue. Take a look at this car in a little more detail. Now I've got our Ferrari emblems on the side with the indicators as well. We do have a gap on those mirrors, so make sure I don't bump those off, but there is that gap on the stalk. It's pretty good. Windows down on both sides. Got a bit of dust on this still. I did give it a clean. Do have a what looks like a Ferrari dash, Ferrari emblem. Oh, that engine bay is nice. That's a nice big window back there. Yeah, 4 exhaust pipes and the diffuser there. Looking inside, I might have to get. Okay, so it looks like it's got a yellow gauge. It does. Okay, is that going to focus? There we go. Yeah, well done. And now you can see the brakes as well. Turn that a little lower. Ferrari badge is sitting on the wheels there as well, the center caps. It's a nice smooth front end. Not much underneath. Upside down for the writing. Yeah. Great model these. The Ferraris been a great collection. I think there's only 80 something of them. I'm going to put that on the turntable so you can see it without my hand being in the way, but nice and short, keep it sweet. Be back with issue 66 next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.